Tonight in Syracuse, New York, we're starting session 12 of Pray It Off, and I'm going to invite some people who've been in Pray It Off for a while to come up and to give a little testimony, especially to new people, but to older, when I say older, I don't mean age-wise, of course, people who've been in the group a while. And the first person I'm going to invite up is the first member of Pray It Off, Bob McCauley.
How y'all doing? I'm going to tell you a story. There was this guy, he was 60 pounds overweight, and he would do nothing but eat, watch TV, and that's about it. He would go to work, he would work around the yard a little bit, but he just kept doing the same thing over and over. He had high blood pressure, he had sleep apnea, he had other issues, and then his wife comes into the picture and says, we have to do something, I'm going to pray about it. She prays, she goes to a meeting down at the church, meets the priest, and she comes home and she goes, we're starting a new weight loss group, and you're the first member. So, having said all that, I am here to tell you it works. I have not achieved my goal, but I took a lot of weight off. I don't take medicine for blood pressure anymore. I don't snore like I used to anymore. I have very restful sleep now, and I feel pretty good. I can get through my day. I'm work in construction. It's very, very rigorous, and now I do it without much of a problem. And I come home and I've still got enough energy to do all kinds of other stuff. So I just want you to know, if you keep your logs, pray, and eat a little less and move a little more, we will all get through this together. And it does work. And also, for myself, I'm married to the facilitator, so I don't have much choice. I'm just kidding. But having said all that, I enjoy you folks too. I really do. I love all of you. So that's it.
Very good. I told him on the way here that he had to do a witness because otherwise he'd freak out. So I didn't have much time to worry about it. And he didn't mention that his nickname at work used to be Shamu. And no one calls him that anymore.
Not anymore.
And he also didn't mention that at the, when I said, guess what, I'm starting a group and I already have the first member. And he went, who? I go, you. That was the way it went, me. And he goes, I'll go, but I'm not talking to any of those people. He goes, I don't know those people. What small group? What, am I supposed to talk about my problems now? You can't shut him up. He's there with his people,
It's true.
It's true. So, any of you who are new and said, I can't talk, it'll come over time, believe me. The next person I want to invite up is also from Table 1, and I'd like to invite Tony Madonia up to do a little witnessing.
Yay.
Here it comes.
Well, I had my coming out when I went to the doctors, and totally shocked, he said, I'm going to start putting you on Lipitor. And I thought, Lipitor? What's Lipitor and what do you use it for? Because I've never been on any medication. And he said, well, when it's elevated cholesterol, this is what I do with my patients. And he proceeded to list the purposes and why, the reasons why people have elevated cholesterol. And then the one thing I really didn't want to hear was, and your weight has gone up since we first began. And then I realized, yeah, I guess it has throughout the years, even though I was in denial. So my wife got me into this program, and I was absolutely adamant about not coming. And I said, I'm not going to this. Are you kidding me? And it's probably the best thing that I've ever done, because I've taken around 40 pounds off, and I've done it from the phenomenal notes that Ellen puts together. Right now I'm just marveling at the model plan that she's put out this week. And I'm looking at it, that's not too bad to do. And I've also learned through this program just the different foods that I've been exposed to that I never had before, like kale. That's not that bad. Saute it. It's not bad at all. Also, I've looked at grilled vegetables. Put vegetables on the grill, they're just as good as potatoes that I used to love, absolutely love. But grilled vegetables are great too. Another thing I've learned here, you can have a hamburger, but you don't have to have the horrible bun that goes with it. A lot of times the bun's tasteless anyway. I don't know why we love it so much. And you could put lettuce, wrap it around in salad, lettuce, and get rid of the bun, and it really decreases the calories. And the taste is just as good because you can put a lot of relish on, a lot of salsa, and I think it tastes just as good as it did with the bun. Also, one of the things I picked up from here is my love of salmon that I never knew I had. Grilled salmon is phenomenal. And I'll now take grilled salmon over fried fish any day. And I used to love fried fish, but grilled salmon with vegetables is the best thing, and it helps you lose. Probably the biggest change I've made is making time for exercise. Every day trying to do something, and something that I didn't do before, because I made every excuse in the book. You know, too busy, I don't have time to do it, the weather's lousy, and now I make it a point to do something every day. Either something on an apparatus, an elliptical, or just walking. Simple walking will do the trick in a lot of ways. And although you try to walk as much as you can, as long as you do a simple walk every day or something. I know Ellen's going to talk about even exercises in your chair this week, in this session. I think you're going to have somebody come in.
Speaker, yeah.
So I mean, it's really something for everybody, because I think the body's made to move, and that's what we have to do, and if we don't, we start to atrophy. And I have to say, this is the best thing I've done in terms of health and weight loss. And by the way, I'm off of Lipitor. I'm very happy.
Now, Tony, did you lose all this weight in a week?
No, not at all.
A month?
Yeah, quite a long time.
And,
it took a while.
And does anyone have a gun to our head? Every time I say to someone, yeah, I weighed 370, and now, you know, I hover around 200. One of these days I'll be in the 100s. But they say to me, how long did it take you? Like, that's critical. Not to pray it off, because guess what? It doesn't matter if it takes a lifetime. That's what I say. It took me a lifetime to gain it. It's taken me a lifetime to lose it, and thank God I got a lifetime.
And I did the math once, and it came out, everybody laughs when I say this, but it came out to 0.38 pounds.
0.38 pounds a week.
Which isn't that awful when you think about it.
No,
but it amounts to a lot if you keep
40 pounds over time. Fabulous. Thank you so much, Tony. Beautiful job. And then the next witness that we have from table 1 is a perfect attendance winner from session 11. I'd like to invite Lena Murphy up here to do her witness. Thank you. Let's hear it for Lena. Woo! Woo!
Called last week to say, would you talk to the group and kind of help support the people around you? I was like, I've only been there a year. I don't know what to say. And I was really shy when I walked through the door. I still am pretty shy. Once you get to know me initially, I'm very, very shy. But once you get to know me more, you can't shut me up. So I came here because I've tried various programs, and I'd lose 100 pounds, and I'd gain it back. And my girlfriend that brought me here said, well, you know, I've tried it. I'll go back with you. And unfortunately, she's not here, but I thank her every day for bringing me here. I didn't realize how broken I really was. And I don't think I take it away from the weight or from the moving as much as it helps me. My brokenness was in my spirituality. I thought I was a good Catholic Christian, and I thought I could help people. And I go to a church that's very dependent on the comfortability of it. But in one of Ellen's sessions, she talked about self-control, and that's where I fall in my weakness. That's where I can't keep it off. So I really studied that packet, and ironically, I brought this tonight to start my new journal book. So I'm just going to read this and leave you with this thought. Self-control for me is all about faith, hope, and love. Self-control is a statement before God that you can, by His Spirit and life and will, restrain and refuse instant gratification of your flesh. You will control self and deny your very self, as Christ taught us, by the faith for the hope of what to come and for the love for the one who is coming.
And last session, in session 11, Lena achieved her 50-pound award. So let's hear it. I'm going to stop right there, Bobby, and we're going to